We live now.
Yep, we're about to go live right now.
All right, you started off, and then I won't go off topic.
It's all good. What's up, everybody? This is Aaron Redmond with family and friends. The topic tonight is health and wellness. I got my friend Rob. We used to ride the train together, man, and talk every day until the pandemic.
Yeah, that put a little kink in things, didn't it?
They put a little kink in it. All that stopped when the pandemic came. All the rides and talks, and we used to talk every time, almost every day we would talk. You know what I mean? And it's a great pleasure to have them. Hopefully there'll be a few more people coming, but that's cool. All we need is two, and we got three. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm going to start it off with me. Health and wellness. Health and wellness has played a big part of my life. Like I used to be very healthy, man. Rob used to see me walking all the time and taking care of my, trying to get my body to where I wanted to be. You know what I mean? But the pandemic don't stop all that. The pandemic don't turned off all my exercise, and then I got sick and had to get an operation. So I gained weight. I'm back where I was before, but at least I feel better right now because my health is coming back. Um, Health and wellness is very important. I always think that the best thing you can do for yourself is to invest in yourself, health wise, and the way you eat, the way you act. And I've been through a lot of different things in my life. I had diabetes. I got rid of that through my exercise and the way I was eating. You know what I mean? And I could just say, once I invested in myself, I was able to make a difference. And I'm back at it again, having to do the same thing all over again. But guess what? Health and wellness never stops. No
Gotcha.
matter where you are in your life, it never stops. So that's just the way I'm going to begin the show. Hey, how you doing, Chrissy? Hi, Carmen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let Rob start because Rob came in early. We were talking, and I haven't talked to him in a long time. And I just want to hear him talk any damn way because that's all. You know,
I'm glad you started off with the point about what the pandemic did to us. Uh, Me and Aaron, we both work in Norristown for different agencies, and when this pandemic thing started, one of the first things it did is it shut down our gyms. I went to a gym. I went to the local YMCA when I lived in Upper Darby, so that shut down. And when the weather was nice, I said, well, at least I can go outside and play basketball. I'm the old man that, even though I'm almost 50, I still play basketball with some of the young boys and stuff like that. So some of the courts I would go to, either the rims would be taken completely off the backboard, or they would just have a cover over top of the basket so that nobody can, play anymore. So it's like I lost my ability to go to the gym because the gym was closed. I lost my ability to play basketball because they shut down the outside courts. And then all of a sudden, my job was working from home, which is great. I feel like I was very blessed to have an opportunity to work from home, but at the same time, even going to work, like in Norristown, there was places for me to exercise at. I could jog on the trail, Schuylkill River Trail, even just walking around inside the borough for half an hour or so gave me some level of exercise. Well, when you're working from home, you know, there ain't no walking around. The bathroom is down the hall, the kitchen is down the hall. Like all these things that and when I'm at work, I have to walk 100 steps just to get to the bathroom. So the refrigerator is right there. So there was a time earlier this month where I was heavier than I ever been in my entire life. I was closing in on 230 pounds, and even though I'm 6'2" and it kind of stretches out a little bit, but when you're skinny and you weigh 230, it goes to your gut. It's like it's nothing worse when you walking down the street and you look at one of those, if it's like a glass building to the right of you, and you look at, say, well, who's that fat guy right there? And all of a sudden you look up and they're like, hey, that fat guy is me. I'm saying? Like I've never had a gut in my entire life because I've always worked out, I've always ran and stuff like that. And I kind of prided myself to be, because I was so much more athletic than the rest of my friends. But COVID hit pretty much everybody, women, guys, young people.
It's true.
And as I've gotten older, like this is something we can't play around with. Like I already have diabetes in my family. My father had it before he passed. One of my brothers has it. So like, again, I stay on top of my blood sugar. Um, I am not diabetic or pre-diabetic, but at the same time, I'm mindful of staying on top of my sweets, and I intermediate fast in the morning. So I don't eat anything till lunchtime, and that's pretty much I've made that a lifestyle. At first, I did it a couple years ago to lose weight to get down to 200 pounds, and it came off within a couple weeks. Now I just do it as something that, like, it's no problem at all for me to wake up in the morning, drink liquids, water, uh, unsweetened coffee, tea, or whatever like that, and I could go and I could walk for miles. I can't lift. I tried to lift one day before without eating. That was a big mistake. But I can go for long walks without eating anything in the morning. And like I said, I just think that somebody like myself who already knows that this diabetic gene is inside of me, I'm saying, like, I'm trying my best to eat, sugar's knocking on the door. And again, I'll have a sweet drink for dinner or whatever like that. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to the group and YouTube folks is something like, hey, I don't never have ice cream. I don't know. I get down. I get down in moderation. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying,
Yeah,
man.
moderations. Yeah,
Moderation is the key, man.
moderation.
A
Yeah.
whole lot of moderation myself, man. Because let me tell you something, man. When the doctor told me I'm not diabetic anymore, that moderation went out the door. Yo, I've been eating ice cream, cake. I've been eating everything, man. I've been eating and salad. Yo, I've been I'm eating it all. But now I'm like, okay, Aaron, you had your little vacation time. It's time to get back on it, get back on track. But it's not easy. It's not easy. But I'm already doing some healthier things, man. And yeah, it is what it is. You get what you give. You know what I mean? That's how health and wellness works. You get what you give. And thanks for talking. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I mean that's it. I mean, I again, we were able to go a couple little mini vacations while we were out, and I mean this summer, and when I'm on vacation, I don't restrict myself at all because I feel like if I'm gonna go crazy while I'm at home in regards to not having sugar and all this other type of stuff, but when I'm on vacation, everything's on. Slurpees, sodas, you name it. I mean, Aaron already knows I don't drink alcohol, but like everything else is on the table. Like cheesesteaks, when I'm away, I don't restrict myself because I feel like look, I can cheat for a couple of days without hopefully having to worry about any sort of negative consequences. You know what I'm saying? But once I'm back home, the switch is back on. And like I said, right now, the gyms are back open, the basketball courts are back open and stuff like that. And I'm still not down to 200 pounds again, but I'm nowhere near 230 either. So
That's cool. That's cool. Yo, what's up, Carmen? How you doing? Can you unmute
she's
yourself?
still on mute.
Let me see if I can help you out there. Go ahead. Can
Is
you
it better
go?
now?
There you go. There you go.
There
What's
you
up?
go. Yeah.
But let me share something that I'm just learning is the stubbornness that at age 53, how do I say, somehow I thought that, oh, don't worry, I got it, it's gonna come off. But no, I find myself that, and I've been told before, it's harder after 40. But somehow everything that I was advised before is harder after 40. I really now at 50, I'm realizing it's true. The commitment to exercise, my stamina is not the same, my metabolism is not the same. And now I have to relearn the whole diet. And I hate to say this, but
What's up, girl? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm gonna have to mute you, boy, because you're talking while other people talking. But we love you.
so so my procrastination, how do I say it? My procrastination has hurt me, but now I have a very important thing that has made me look at things that I have allowed myself to procrastinate, but are hurting me. So now I was recently diagnosed with cancer. And now I am like, all the things that I was advised, I'm really like taking it to, I'm stepping at, I'm adhering to it. It means more to me than ever. I should have really practiced it way before, but now it means a lot more to me. So all that in regards to people were saying, you know, you should really curb, hydrate yourself. Andrea knows that one, that I don't drink water. A lot more greens, green tea. And somehow I always said I put in the back burner, I am going to do that. But now it's more a permanent thing that I do. I should have started before, but it's not too late. But now I'm taking it a lot more serious. So these conversations give me encouragement, you know, to build my metabolism, my stamina, my immune system, and what it means to eat right. Believe it or not, for my first day of yoga, I thought I was going to die today, but I feel like I accomplished something.
They tried to stress you out. They tried to hurt you, huh?
But I was doing the beginners yoga, but I did 15 minutes, so it started something.
That's what's up.
But you know, huh?
That's what's up. You're doing something.
Yeah. Yeah. So these encouraging conversations keep me motivated, and I'm not willing to procrastinate anymore.
That's what's up. You drinking that green tea? You got that green tea yet?
I sure did. Today I drank.
How you like it?
I love it.
That's what's up.
I love it. I had no reason not to start. It's procrastination that I have to get out of my language.
You just used to what you're used to. That's all it is. You're used to what you're used to. And the thought of changing, making a change for you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, I ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
Figure that. You know, we lie to ourselves, but you know what? I'm glad you're making the change. I'm glad you're making the change, because we older now. We got to make the change or suffer.
Yeah.
Or suffer. You know what? I haven't seen Chrissy in a very, very long time, but she's not. I don't know if she's on or not. Are you on, Chrissy? Are you there?
She's muted though.
Yeah, man.
I'm here.
Okay. There you go. There you go. What's up?
Hey, I was still doing a facial. I had to come back in here. But yeah, so it's my turn. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So y'all heard your first two friends. The guy, when he talked about how the weight would go to his stomach when he gained weight, even though he was tall and slim. And second one was Carmine, right? Carmina?
Carmen.
Okay. So yeah, and I heard her say about she had to work out and things like that, and how the food, you know, what happens, how she gains weight. So for me, I always battle with weight, really all my life. But from my perspective and what's happened to me, is all about what you eat and what you put in your body. So I'm almost licensed. I got 1 more month to go in aesthetics. So I did this thing for like a whole year where I don't eat any meat, no meat at all. I just eat all vegetables. Sometimes I might eat a piece of fish, but I don't eat no meat. And I do a lot of raw vegetables because kale is like the main green, and the stem of kale has a lot of protein, and it has a lot of all the vitamins you pretty much need. When I was young, I used to get sick a lot, like all the time. And I never understood why. I used to get fever blisters on my lips. My face used to break out. And as I got older, I started eating healthier. I don't have any juice in my refrigerator. I drank nothing but water. Maybe I might squeeze like fresh oranges if I want orange juice, but I'll only do that one time, and it'll be like a 6 ounce, and that's it. Like, I'm really, really strict with how I eat, everything that I eat. Because anything you put inside your body is going to show on the outside. So my daughter, hey, my she had like bad acne. And I mean, I didn't send her to dermatologist after dermatologist after dermatologist, and they kept giving me this, and this. So when I started aesthetic school, my actual teacher was like, let me see her, bring her in. So been doing aesthetics for like 30 years. And she said, oh, she must be allergic to something that she's eating. It's something that she's eating and it's trying to come out. So this is why it's on her face. And so I thought about that. I remember when I used to get fever blisters because it's trying to come out and it couldn't. This is this way of trying to come out. The impurity is trying to get out of me. So I changed our whole I'm sorry, that's my daughter trying to call me. I changed our whole eating. Hold on. Give me one. I changed our whole, give me 1 second.
Good. Yo.
Okay, I had to yell.
Okay. Yeah, say something funny
I
too.
changed my whole
About to pull another Tony?
Hey, down.
What's going on?
Sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I just, like our whole eating everything. You know, I did like the gluten-free and nothing but vegetables, and I stopped letting her eat meat. But then every time she would eat chicken, her face would break out again. Anytime she would eat eggs, her face would break out again. So I said, okay, so it's meat. It got to be the meat. So we don't do any of that. I lost a lot of weight. I lost, like, this probably the most I've ever been in my life. And I do work out now, but But when I lost weight, it was attributed to what I ate. Everything was what I ate. And I used to think, yeah, right, I could change my eating habits and I'm not going to lose no weight. But I really lost weight when I changed my eating habits. And all the sickness, every year I would get sick around the same time. All the sicknesses I used to get, I don't get none. I don't get sick at all. I mean, I caught COVID, but besides that, I don't get sick.
But you was healthy enough to get through it too. Listen,
it felt like somebody threw books on my chest. Like I couldn't even breathe. But I got through it, and I don't get sick. I don't catch the flu like I used to catch the flu every year, strep throat. I don't get no type of sickness. And what I do is I do liposomal vitamin C. It's a liquid vitamin C. You can look it up. So it goes straight to your GI tract, because when you take the pills, you know, all of your every organ in your body, it gets distributed to all the organs in your body when you do pills. That's why Tylenol take like 15-20 minutes to kick in, because all of your organs are absorbing and going different places before it goes to where it really needs to go. So the same thing with vitamins, right? If it's not like the gel capsule, like it's going to eat up all different parts of your body, is going to absorb it. And so this is why I learned through aesthetics. This is why I learned through taking this fitness course, and I'm taking.
I'm sorry, I didn't have to record on. I'm so sorry, everybody.
What's going on? But no, but so that's how I learned like all of that's how I learned all of those things. And like what day I forgot what I was talking about. But anyway, like the vitamins and stuff. So now I do liposomal vitamin C. I do liquid vitamin D, because I do 10,000 IU and up. And I calculated for how much a week I take. And before I moved down to Atlanta, when I was living in Philly, I was always, my vitamin D was like a 10 or 11, and it's supposed to be at least a 30. So that's why I was so weak. That's why I was so sick. But when I stopped eating meat, and I do all vegetables, I'm talking about raw onions, kale, all vegetables, but mainly greens. And kale is the main green I eat. No hybrids. But when I did that, I just got my blood levels checked last year, and I was at a 30, just like that. Oh, and I do grounding and sun gazing. So if y'all don't know what that is, you basically stand in the grass, and you at a certain time of the day, you look at this, not 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but early in the day, you look at that beam of light from the sun, and it'll give you like most of the vitamins that you need pretty much probably for the week. So that's another thing I do. I'm woke, y'all. I'm woke.
That's what's up. I didn't know you was doing all that. What are you doing about barbecue?
Huh?
Barbecue. I cannot live without barbecue.
She eat all of it.
I ain't gonna lie.
The barbecue.
No, I don't touch nothing. I don't touch nothing that's there. It depends. If it's like vegetables or a salad, I might put some lettuce or something, but I don't touch nothing.
Oh, you don't do no barbecue veggies or something? You don't have no Impossible meat thing, barbecue thing?
No. Oh, I used to like Impossible meat until one time my dog, he always want all my food. And when I had some Impossible burger left and I wanted to give it to him, he was like, and then he walked, like, And so I was like, oh my God, let me Google this. So I started doing my research and I'm like, this worse than eating meat. I ain't even gonna touch this no more. He looked like it was poison. His eyes got big, like
That's scary, yo. If a dog,
he backed up. You know how something scary, you like, oh, that's how he backed up. And I was like, let me Google and see what's really in here.
Yeah.
it scared me because I was debating. I was like, you know what, maybe I should go vegan.
If anything, just eat fish, but just eat fish. If you gotta have meat, but just don't do tilapia because you know that ain't real. Just do honestly.
It's not real.
Tilapia,
It's
no.
engineered.
Is it?
For real?
Yeah, look at y'all. Y'all tilapia.
Even I knew
You gotta
that.
do whiting, man. You're supposed to do whiting or something like that, man. You don't do tilapia.
Hey, you know
Oh, hold on. Everybody can't talk. Everybody can't talk. One person at a time. Go ahead, Chrissy.
Huh?
Go ahead, Chrissy. You talk because everybody can't talk at once.
So when I had did my research on wild caught, I'm like, oh, I only do wild caught salmon, wild caught shrimp. What they have a wild caught salmon, right? It's wild caught, but what they keep it somewhere else and they let it go but so far and bring it back after it's pregnant and back in the lab, and that's why ain't a wild caught. They got
Hold on, for a minute. I think that's you, so hold on. I'm you, brother. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you heard what I said about the wild caught, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So when it says sustainable wild caught, that means that they got that fish sitting somewhere just laying up having babies, and they probably still, doing the genetically modifying thing because it was actually wild caught, but not they babies and the ones after that. So that's why I don't even eat meat like that. Like honestly, if I ain't going out to the Pacific Ocean getting it myself, I ain't eating it.
How about tofu?
I grow my own cow, yo. I can't do this, man. Y'all killing me.
Soy ain't good for you. Tofu ain't good for you. Ain't none of that good for you. People think like
tofu's bad. Tofu's bad.
You know what you gotta watch what's that Netflix thing called? The something? Anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like what's the something? It's some food thing on Netflix. Google
I know what you're talking about. I ain't see it though, but I know what you're talking about.
Watch that. You gonna rethink eating everything you've done touched because I was like, what the oh my God. So even like honestly, my hair started growing more, my teeth got whiter.
You still got that forehead though. I'm sorry.
Get the hell out of here. That's bleach, yo.
That forehead been there for years. I don't care what you say. I got pictures to prove it.
I didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? They keep messing up my forehead on these daggone videos.
Ain't nothing wrong with you. You beautiful, baby. You're a beautiful niece. You know what I'm saying? He just jealous because his forehead is a little further back than yours.
I thought I was the only one that saw that. Oh, okay, all right.
Yo. I'm gonna get to you last. There's a lot of people here. Yeah, I want you to speak last, okay?
Oh damn, okay.
That's because you're the best.
Yeah, okay, whatever. He told me anything, baby. I don't know you, Negro.
Hey, Yusuf, unmute yourself, Yusuf.
I'm gonna mute myself. Okay.
I thought I was muted. I thought I was unmuted. Wait a minute.
No, you are now.
I'm good. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, family?
What's up, man?
You said that's my cousin. No.
Hey, it's a family affair. What's going on?
Yeah, family and friends, man.
Hey, Chris, you know I retired, right?
Oh, she's muted.
You retired?
Yeah, retired in July.
I just retired too last week. I ain't telling nobody yet.
Wow. Congratulations.
19 years in law enforcement. Yeah, I'm over it.
That's what's up. Nobody care about your good life. We talking about health and wellness now.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, yourself.
Right.
Go ahead. I'm gonna mute.
I'm just up here learning, but I mean, basically me, man. I try to I try to basically watch my carbs, man. I try to basically just try to do a regimen of cardio, some weights. And but one thing I will say, what I do is whenever I find myself getting out of shape, to get back in shape, I don't go to the gym and just go crazy. You get hurt like that. So basically, I just start doing push-ups and sit-ups at home. So things you can do at home, you know what I mean, as far as just watch what you eat, but as far as push-ups and sit-ups at home can really just get your body back into that mode of working out. And then once I start, I can do a certain amount of sit-ups and push-ups at home, mostly push-ups. Then I go back to the gym. I'm kind of
how many push-ups and sit-ups you gotta do before you go to the gym?
I mean, I want to at least be able to do like 200 a day. I want to be able to do like 100 in the morning, 100 in the evening. If I can do that. So if I do like, 25, 25, 21, 25, boom, go to work. And then, we get off later on, do another set of 100. Then I feel like, okay, I'm getting a little stronger. You feel yourself getting stronger, getting a little better. Because the thing in the past, I kind of fell off at the gym. And then you go back and hit it too hard, and now you're so sore, you hurt, and then you can't go back for like a month or so.
Uh-huh.
That can be counterproductive. We'll first start trying to work out. You got to make baby steps and just kind of get yourself back into it. You don't want to get hurt. Plus now we're older, man. It's easy to get hurt. Pull a muscle.
Easier.
Yeah,
I mean, pull a muscle in your ear, whatever. I don't know. It's crazy, man. So, you got to do something, though.
Uh-huh.
Yo, I'm glad you said that because I hurt myself at the gym a little while back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it was this little dude, right? He was benching for real, yo. He was putting them up, man. I was like, this little mouth. You know what? I'm gonna show him how it's done.
Yes, sir.
I put some weight on the bench. I went to lift that up, and it was like,
yeah.
I was like, help! The little dude had to come and help me, man. Yo, the little dude helped me, man. It saved my life, man. I was mad as hell.
You know what's crazy? One day, me and my boy was working out. I guess he tried to go heavier than he could really do it. We on the bench, and the weight was so much I couldn't get it off him. I was like, help, somebody help. Go to the gym screaming. These two big muscle guys just ran over there, picking up all easy. I was all panicky. It was on his chest, and they was like crushed his chest. I saw it. I couldn't get off him. I couldn't get off him. I was like, help.
Worst spotter ever, yo. Both y'all yelling help.
He couldn't even yell.
That's old dude trying to miracle that thing.
It's all good. I'm gonna let. Is that all you want to say, Yusuf? You good, man?
Yeah, I think we lost him.
All right, I'm gonna assume Yusuf is all right. Oh, he muted himself. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let my man Jay go. Eric's iPhone. That dude. What's up, Alex? Are you talking?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now, brother.
That's that iPhone.
I said I missed it. So what are we doing? Just talking about our what? Health journey? What are we talking about?
Closer to your phone because you're breaking up, brother.
Y'all need iPhones. That's what it is.
No, you need a real phone. That's what. Don't be mad at me.
All right.
So what are we doing? We just talking about what we talking about because I kind of missed.
Talking about health and wellness, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking and telling our experiences, and then we're gonna go on from there.
Gotcha. So for those who actually knew when I was at the mill and when I graduated school, I was only about 98 pounds.
He was like this, yo.
Yeah.
Real.
Out there where everybody thinks skinny people are healthy. So I thought that way too. So I ate everything that I possibly could. Good, bad, I ate it. A year ago, I had my blood work done, and my doctor was like, "Yo, do you want to live?" So what are you talking about? She's like, "Yo, your sodium level, your glucose levels, your sodium levels, everything is high." So then I went on like a 90-day cleanse where I eat anything canned, bagged, or whatever. Everything's fresh, no meats, no juice, no tea, just straight water with all my meals. And I actually lost like 10 pounds, but felt so much better, like so much better. Now I'm off that cleanse after my 90 days. Like I still eat things, but I eat them in moderation. So except for my pancakes and whipped cream, that's the only thing I do. That's every other Sunday though.
Yeah, but what's up with the whipped cream? How come no syrup, man? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It's been like that for a while. Don't judge me.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying real hard. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
So yeah, I mean, so I just eat a lot healthier now. I do eat like I eat chicken rarely. I don't eat beef. Mostly fresh vegetables. But that's about it. I mean, that's where I'm at now. I go to the gym Monday through Friday. I rest my body on Saturday and Sunday. I'm up at 5 in the morning in the gym, getting it in for an hour.
Really?
Yeah, it helps me not only for my body physically, it helps me mentally. Because during the hour, I'll listen to, positive thinking and some motivational stuff every morning. So it helps me get through my day.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, you trying to be one of them high value men. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, I'm trying.
He want to be one of those 10% men in the world, yo. He got the body right. I'm just like, I admire you, brother. I admire what you're doing, man. You the man.
I mean, the reality of it is, man, I want to be around for my grandkids. I never knew my dad, so I have no idea of his health status. So, I'm just trying to be healthy and maintain, man, so I could be around.
Okay.
Yes, that's it.
All right. All right, that's what's up, man. You know what? I know your family appreciate it. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Because
we are trying to be sexy at 60. That's the goal. The goal is to be sexy at 60.
Sexy. You can still pull them any age. That's what y'all trying to do. I'm just trying to live. I just want to breathe tomorrow. I'm gonna let Don talk, man. What's up, Don?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, you got anything to say?
I started my health journey in 2017. I went to the doctor and I realized I was 330 pounds. So at that point in time, I knew I had to make a change. So at that point in time, that's when I started walking about a mile every day. No, 2 miles every day. I walked 2 miles every day. And by 2018, I was down to 240. So then after that, I changed my eating habits, of course. I became a vegetarian. So I cut out all the sweets and all I ate pretty much was like salad, veggie burgers, things of that nature. Nothing but water. All I drank was water, and I had almond milk. Yeah, water and almond milk was pretty much what I drunk all the time, pretty much. And after that, I was diagnosed with cancer in 2019. And the doctor told me I couldn't do that anymore. I needed protein. So I started eating chicken, red meat. That still didn't help because I was still weak. The protein was to help me, for energy and everything like that, but I was still weak. And I wound up losing another 20 pounds. So I was 220 after chemo. And then I was put on all these medications to get my weight back up. And it ballooned back up to 300 pounds.
Fast?
Huh?
Was it really fast?
Yeah, it blew up in like 6 months. All the medications they gave me, my weight went up to 300 pounds. It was quick. I didn't even realize how fast it was. And so then, because I was immobile too as well, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything because of the chemo. It's left me drained all the time. I mean, all the time. I couldn't do anything, nothing. It didn't matter. I couldn't walk from from the couch to the kitchen without feeling exhausted. You know, it was a point in time I was wheelchair bound. Like seriously, I couldn't. It was bad, man. It was bad. You know, I considered my last round of chemo. I considered not doing it at all. That's how bad it got. Like mentally, I was drained. Physically, I was drained. I didn't want to do anything at all. Like, it was bad. So I got through it. You know, family, prayer, and everything. I got through that. Again, I started losing weight back in April of this year, because 2020 was my down year. I couldn't really much do nothing really. So this year in April, I started my weight loss, and now I'm down to 260 now. Just walking. I can't lift for real. So I just walk for an hour every day.
Can you not lift because of strength, or you're quiet? You shouldn't lift.
I couldn't. Like, my strength is not fully there yet.
Okay.
So the only thing I will do is do the push-ups though. I will do push-ups. But as far as like lifting weights, I want to get back into that again. That's what I was doing to lose the weight in the first place, was walking and lifting. Mm-hmm. But until my strength really comes back, I can't at all. Because the strain, what happens if I strain too hard, I'll get a dizzy spell and I'll pass out.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's still happening?
Yes. It's still current, yes. The neuropathy is no joke.
Is that ever supposed to wear off, or
that's it's another side effect of the chemo? The side of the chemo affects you so many different ways, but all you ever hear about is hair. That's all you ever hear about. You don't hear about the neuropathy part of it. You don't hear about the you get tremors too sometimes. I had a leg tremor. You know, my leg would just jerk sometimes out of nowhere, cramping. Blood clots, all that. They don't tell you any of that kind of stuff for chemo. So that was really a hurdle, you know. But frequently right now I just walk every day, just an hour every day, you know, nothing major. Put my headphones in, let's go for a walk and then come back.
See, I'm gonna have
it gets me outside.
You making me have to do push-ups and sit-ups, yo. Just to, even if I can only do 5 or 6, yo, I'm gonna start doing that, man. Because
I'm up to 50 now, man. I'm up to 50 now. So yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up.
Good, cuz it's good.
That's what's up. It scares me how lazy I am hearing that shit, yo.
I was just, man. I mean, same boat. We both was in the same boat. We both were sick at the same time.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? What's wild is I don't feel like it. I used to feel like it. Like, I always wanted to be out. Now I don't even want to open my door, man. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to not hurt. You know what I'm saying? I just want to not hurt. And I'm gonna have to face that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting heavier and heavier. And I'm starting not to like it at all. I'm starting to look at myself a little different. So I'm going to have to get off my butt. And you know what? This right here, this is going to help me, man. It's going to help me because, you know, when you're by yourself a lot, all you got to worry about is, you know, what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to pee. You know what I mean? Well, if I want to take a shower today, you know what I mean? But if I'm out there working out and doing stuff, I'll do all that stuff, you know, on a regular. So,
because I walk with you, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I can't walk with you, brother, because all I can do is walk around the block right now.
That's cool. That's a start.
Yeah. Oh, well, if you want to ride by and say, "Bud, let's go out and walk," I'll walk with you, man. That's not a problem. As long as I can do what I can do, I'm down. I'm down, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I appreciate it, cuz. I appreciate it. Yo, all right. Have anything else to say, Don?
Oh, my fault.
No, that's all right. You good? All right, it's the big man's turn. It's Andre's turn. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, it's the St. Andre coming online.
Yay, Andre. Oh man!
Oh, Andre, I don't know if you know Rob. That's my boy Rob. From we used to ride the train together. I know I talked about him.
Yeah. Okay, I saw him earlier. Oh,
yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? What's up, man? Yeah, yeah. I remember you told me help. That's why you help with the diabetes, right? Is that right?
No, I was already working on that, but we became friends on the train when we were just sitting and talking. Because I used to just go in the middle and just sleep all the time, until it was time to get up and go. Him and his wife brought me up there to have a discussion, and from there we talked every day, man. Right after that, we just talked every day. And
That's
became really good friends. It became therapeutic. It was a therapeutic ride,
what you need, man. That's what you
It
need.
was, man. It was much needed because I don't do friends.
Yeah.
I'm not really that friendly a guy. I only friends with people I either grew up with or related to. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to do outside of that. But Rob is a stand-up dude, man. I like him, man. And when he found out we was talking about health and wellness, he was like, "Do you have a spot for me?" I was like, "Yeah, you always got a spot. Rob always has a spot, yo."
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate it.
So I'm gonna start talking about my life and let you talk about health and wellness. Go ahead, man.
Well, I remember my 30s. I remember guys was having heart attacks at the job. So that's when I started. I think it was around like 34. That's when I said I'm gonna start baking everything and stop frying. So that helped out a little bit. But I was still an extra large. I was still kind of chunky a little bit for years. And then I remember getting into my 40s, my early 40s. I think I just turned 40, 42. And I remember I went to the doctor. Remember I told you about, and because I always got my blood checked every year. I told the guys, man, because women always go to the doctor. The reason why women outlive men, not because they nagging or something, because we don't go to the doctor and get our blood work done every year. By the time we go to the doctor, we have one foot up in the grave. So I tell him, I was like, you're like, oh, I can't take it anymore. Oh, you gotta go to the emergency room. By that time, it's kind of late for some of us. So, like having some dudes on my job. So my thing was, I get my blood work done every. That happened while I was in the military, so that's why I kept it up after I got out. Thank God. So because my salt was up high, my blood pressure was up real high. So the doc said, okay, come back next week and we'll see what's up. So I came back. He said, man, this is even higher than the last time. I'm like, well, man, look, I barely use salt. So what are you talking about? I was like, I'm gonna have to put you on pills. I said, you ain't putting me on no pills. I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I was adamant. So I remember I talked to you, Aaron. I was like, yo, man. He's like, well, he said, you eat all sweets all the time. I said, yeah, but there ain't no salt. He's like, man, the over-the-counter stuff you're eating, it has all that sodium in it. I was like, for real? So that's when I started taking the Tasty Case. It was like 350 in sodium. I would eat like 2 of those a day. And then that white cheddar popcorn, that black bag, I eat 2 of those a day, and that was 400 per bag in sodium. You know what I mean? And then I was eating those sourdough pretzels, man. I was killing myself, bro. Didn't even know it, right? And I'm thinking, well, I'm going up and down steps all day at work, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it can't be that. But then after I stopped all that, I stopped eating the pretzels. I got rid of the Tasty Cakes. And I got back to my baking, you know what I mean? Baking my own stuff. And I came back to the doctor. He said, man, you're great. What did you do? And I told him like this. He said, see, something that simple. And I was like, so after that, I really started doing different things. And I started just drinking water mostly all the time. I had to go to the bathroom a lot, but you know what? My skin cleared up. I felt a whole lot better, you know what I mean? Walking around. So I said, okay. And then I remember when maybe started going to the gym finally was I remember I was staying with you, Bub, for a little bit. And I was renting out my house. And I remember I ran up your steps because I got a rancher. I ran up his steps real fast. And when I got to the top of the steps, I was bent over. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I was out of breath. Because I remember that's when I switched I switched my jobs. At my job, I was instead of going up and down steps going to people's houses, I had a CDL, so I was always just sitting in the truck. So that changed everything. Again, after that, that's when I went to that was before that. I was going to the gym before that. That's right. But that really made me go to the gym. So that's why I was visiting you at that time before I was staying with you. And that happened. So I went to the gym. I joined the gym, and I went from an extra large to a large shirt. And I was extra large for like 15 years. So that you can imagine, 15 to 20 years I was extra large. And I went down to but I changed my eating habits too. So what I did was I always like to eat rice, noodles, my meat, my chicken, and then my cake and pie. So I said, well, that's too much starches. Let me give up one. So I was going to give them my sweets. So I gave them the rice and noodles stuff. So potatoes, no starch. The only thing I eat was meat and vegetables and my cookies or a slice of cake, and that was it. And then and then I kept my weight off. I've been keeping my weight off ever since then. So that helps me out. So and then I still do try to do walking and things like that. But since I retired, I've been traveling a lot. I've been doing some things. I've been slacking. So now I got to get back to going back to my exercising again. I'm starting to put the weight back on. But then I took it off because I've been doing some walking and stuff. So that's good. But another thing I learned too was the cereal I like was that sweet Captain Crunch and all that. Well, come to find out, I watched a documentary on that stuff. Cereals like that, like Captain Crunch, like Fruit Loops, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they all have chemicals in them that destroy your body. What basically was they put chemicals in it that takes all the natural vitamins that will help your body. They take them all out to make them taste sweeter and make it look better. So when you eat that stuff, it actually takes nutrients out of your body. So it makes you worse. And some stuff in there, some chemicals they have in there, if you actually gave that chemical to a person, you would go to jail for it. It would kill them. So like that's when I stopped eating all that kind of cereal, and I changed my cereal. And I've been changing a whole few things, but I can't give up the meat though. I'll never be a vegetarian. I can't give up the meat. Never gonna happen. I'm a griller. So I can't give it up.
I know what you mean, man. I need my protein and fillers and I need to survive. So I figured got all that stuff in there to make me live longer. Maybe I'll live longer.
Everybody, for me, yeah, right? Because for me,
I know that stuff is going to kill you. That's why, that's why I stopped cooking meat so much and try to have a plate mostly of veggies. Like, instead of having potatoes, well, I ain't gonna lie, lately I've been having a lot of potatoes. But usually when I was doing half my plate was some type of vegetable. Half of it, and another half was a little bit of meat. And I did very well doing that. So I know exactly what you're saying, man. The change up on the food thing changes everything, man. It changes the way you think, how you feel.
You're right. It does.
Go ahead, man.
It does all that. And you know what I learned too? Like a lot of people have a lot of pain. Like at the gas company, we used to have this coach. Well, I mean, not the coach. This guy who would come in. He was like a physical trainer for the Eagles, the Phillies, all the major sports teams in Philly. And he was like the guy that would get them, they got hurt, he would fix them up and stuff like that. And the trainer. And then what he did, he would come to the job. He would tell us like, who do you think gets more injured? Who do you think body gets more messed up over the years? An athlete or you guys? We were like, of course the athlete, man. Them dudes getting hurt like on the field and all that stuff, football, baseball. He's like, nope. He said, nope, it's you guys. He said, because you guys work every day all year round. You might take 1 week or 2 weeks off. He said, these guys, when their season's over, they get like 2 to 3 months off and just relax. So their body recuperates that whole time, but yours don't. So he said, what we got to do is, he said, you got to stretch. He said, you got to stretch every day. And he told us, because my shoulders used to hurt a lot from the car accidents I was in. And, being on the job in the military, hurting my shoulders and all that kind of stuff. So, mostly the military though. Jesus. So anyway, and what I did was what helped some of the pain was the stretches he had me doing every day. Because like when I try to lift my shoulders up, you know what I mean? I would hear all this cracking noise. It would hurt real bad, and after a while, and I was in pain. So, but after a while doing that, you know what I mean? It wasn't so painful. You know what I mean? And some things went away, like my stretching my thighs and all that kind of stuff. But like I used to tell guys on the job that like they was like, I don't believe this guy, but then they was taking pills every day. So I finally got a couple of them that started doing what the guy said. And then they didn't have any more pain. They stopped taking the pills. So I tell people all the time, stretching is a major thing of not having pain. You know what I mean? So you just got to, I said, it only takes like, he said it was only like 5 or 10 minutes a day. And I was like, okay. So I tried and it helped, it helped some. And because he was like, well, what does the animal do when they first wake up? He said, they stretch. He said, what does a cat do? He said, he stretches. Dog do, they stretch as soon as they wake up. It's because they know they're going to be running around and walking around doing whatever. So that was really important to us at the job for all the, and at the base, they would tell us to do some stuff, you know what I mean? So that's a lot of stuff that helps with that, you know what I mean? And then wellness side, you know, you feel good and everything. But lately, you know, that's why I'm talking to the VA now, because lately my military life is, you know, catching up with me and stuff. You know what I mean? So mental anguish and stuff like that. So I talk to the VA now. You know, I'm getting a coach, and I'm starting to talk about stuff. You know what I mean? So it's helping some. So that's a good thing. Yeah, I just talk to somebody. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
and that's
You know what? You gotta keep up the maintenance.
yeah, you gotta keep it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you gotta have some people that encourage you.
Yeah, sometimes you start to mugs get, you know, in your face. It's just a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And then you start to lose it, you just can't. So I just had to calm myself and I had to talk to. So you got a lot of the military guys have been talking to each other, the guys who put me with the VA guys. So I'm doing better now, just a little bit. So I talked to the VA guys, so it helps a lot. And
That's
then
what's up, man.
and going away and doing things, so that helps a lot. You know what I mean? But
Good.
that the weight thing, man, that stuff is serious, man, because a lot of guys, man, I saw on the job, they didn't drink. I would rarely ever see them drinking any water. It was always sodas and stuff, and they was eating all types of crazy stuff like cheesesteak constantly, all the bread. Because I remember my boy when he went inside to the meter shop, they all most of that just sitting down or standing up. They weren't doing that, and they would get pretzels all the time, cheesesteaks all the time. Next thing you know, he had sugar. I had to take all black one day. I saw him. I was like, "Damn, bro, what happened to you?" He said, "I got the sugar." I said, "Because he was sitting on his butt all the time." You know what I mean? And still eating all that stuff. I said, "You ain't going to people's houses no more, walking them down steps, you know, anymore. You sitting down most of the time, so you can't be eating all that kind of stuff, all that bread, and all that, you know, all that stuff, and drinking all the
Yeah,
sugar."
your body never has a chance to get rid of that sugar if you're not
Yeah,
exercising.
right. So, you know, everybody always talk about me getting sugar, all the sweets and stuff that I eat, candy, chocolate, all. But I move around. So I never had sugar, never got close to even sugar. So my thing was always the salt because of the stuff I eat over the counter. But now that I bake myself, you know, Carmen knows about the bacon. Bake some pies. So, you know what I mean? Now that I know the bake, you know what I mean? Everything's like, it's a lot cleaner, a lot healthier. So that's what I try to stick to now. You know what I mean? So that's the thing to do.
Yo, when you talked about the stretching, you remember, man, stretching changed my life, man.
I
Yo,
remember.
you remember when I used to walk with the cane because I walked with the cane for 2 years and my knees were shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, one day I
Sunrise salutations, right?
I decided to I bought a yoga for what was it called? Yoga for the unflexible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I started using a chair. I did yoga with the chair, and it changed my life, man. I was able. I got rid of a lot of pains because I used to have a lot of pains, but my knees were the ones that really messed me up. And let me tell you, man, that yoga changed my life, man. When I started stretching, you know what? It made I found out that what it did was it made, you know, basically the ligaments and the things around my knees, you know what I mean? They were kind of in a ball. So I was walking on cartilage, you know what I'm saying? But when I stretched out my legs and everything and you know, my knees finally had the proper support. So I wasn't walking on my cartilage anymore. My muscles were supporting my knees along with the cartilage rather than the cartilage doing all the work. And I was able to walk. That's when that's really when I started to take off with the walking, you know what I mean? This is all before the pandemic. Robbie says, me and Robbie talk about this on the train. Robbie, all I did was run, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I need to do I really needed that because you know, when you're a big guy, you have a lot of pain issues that keep you from wanting to do things. And when I dealt with the pain issue, I was very willing to walk. I was very willing to you know, lift and walk, and it you know, it changed my life. It just changed it. And I was happy, man. I was very happy, you know what I mean? And
I remember when he was running on the treadmill, mom was like, "Yeah, running on the treadmill."
Yeah. It was a change, man. It was a real change. And now it's like, you know, my knees ain't hurting now, but I know I better get back to yoga. I better get back to my old practices, or I'm going to right back, you know, right back to before I even started exercising again. You know what I mean? So I'm glad we had this health and wellness thing because I really needed it, man. I really needed to see people who are actually doing it. And you know, my family came through, yo. This 5 and what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my boy Rob, who's family now too. Man, we all family now up in here, yo.
Yeah.
Appreciate that so much.
I appreciate y'all, and I'm so glad y'all came. Does anybody want to talk about anything or anything else? Because you know how I roll. I can talk for another hour if you want. It's 7:55.
Yeah,
I got one question, man. I got one question, man.
Go ahead.
Why them Eagles suck that bad, man?
I can answer that. I can answer that. Because we're a Philadelphia team.
It's the coach, man. It's the coach, man. It's the coach.
But the thing about Philly is we don't let it stop us from cheering on our team. It don't take our heart away. And we ain't punks. We can take a loss. Because we all come back and win, yo. That's why. That's why.
Yo, man. Oh, I know one thing I want to say too. Smoking. Like I tell my friends about the smoking. Like everybody knows about it, but like being on my job, I've seen it firsthand what it does, man. When I see people jaws missing, side of the face missing,
I've seen it.
breaking the throat, you know what I mean? I've seen people who had an oxygen tank and couldn't walk from the 10 feet from the living room to the kitchen. I mean, living room from the dining room, without stopping and taking a break with the oxygen tank on. So when I tell you, man, like that is some serious stuff to see. And they used to be like, don't ever smoke. I said, you don't ever have to worry about me smoking after seeing all these people. Like I would never take it up. It's a real thing, man. Like, and by the time some people stop, man, the lungs are already shot, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I tell people it's a sad thing to see, man. And I used to see that stuff all the time. And same thing with the diabetes. Mothers just wouldn't take care of themselves. Like, see mothers with lost a foot. And sometimes we visit the same people through the years, you know. Next thing you know, they lost a leg. Next thing you know, they were gone. You know what I mean? Diabetes is a real serious thing.
This ain't no joke, man. Let me tell you, man, when I had diabetes, I had numb spots all over my body that I couldn't feel. Like if I touch it, you couldn't feel it. Even if I scratched it, I couldn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't. They said that's diabetes. That's just part of the disease, yo. And now I don't have any of those problems. You know, diabetes hurts your circulation really bad. So that's why they tell you to drink a lot of water. You got to drink a lot of water to flush out the sugar and to help your body, you know, at least for what it can do with the pancreas, do some of that. You know what I'm saying? And when I started exercising and everything, my diabetes became so much easier to take care of that it got down to the point to where I don't have it no more. I can eat a whole cake now and still my sugar will be good. But that ain't gonna last.
Let's not try to do that.
And I remember
that ain't gonna last. That's very temporary. So I was like, nope. I'm good. I'd rather eat.
The same way.
You know what I'm saying? Have fruits. You know, I'd rather have food that I can eat forever than have that's gonna kill me, yo.
Right.
Substances. That's right. Substances. That's right.
Yeah, substances, man. Everything in moderation, man. And that's another reason I know my friend, like me and Carmen or Charlie, had the cancer, and she was fighting the cancer. But my problem with her was she had people that was steady in her house that was always like that would like cause stress. And my thing is, that's another thing I want to talk about too, is stress. Stress is a serious, I think stress is like the #1 killer of a lot of people because it's a silent killer and it causes so many problems in your body. Like I know for me, when I was stressed out, and I didn't even know it at the time, every time I drank or ate something, it felt like someone was actually stabbing me in the chest. And I would bend over and I was in so much pain, I was crying, I would bend over. So I stopped like eating a lot and drinking so much because I didn't know what was going on. Then I went to the doctor. You know, the doctor couldn't figure out something, so he sent me to a specialist. I remember they put me to sleep, put a tube down my throat and everything, couldn't find a thing. He just gave me some pills, and I was just like, yo, man. So, like, it was kept on getting worse. You know, like it was light at first, and as the weeks went by, it kept on getting worse and worse and worse. And I remember I was going through my second divorce at that time and stuff, the divorce mom and all that. So, and a little bit from the job, but mostly all this other outside stuff. And I remember I said, God, you got to do something for me. I got to get out of here. I don't want to die because it's just getting worse. And I keep crying more and I'm not eating and I'm not drinking. So he said, by that time I was still in the military, he said, volunteer to go to Iraq. So I went to Iraq. So I went to a war zone. And I remember nobody wanted me to go. Everybody's like, I'm crazy. I'm like, no, if I stay here, I'm going to die because it's just not getting any better. So I left. 2 days in the war zone, all my symptoms went away. So yeah, all my symptoms, I didn't have no more pain when I ate and everything. And I remember I called my daughter on the phone on the third day, and her and mom was arguing, and they was like, "Oh, da da da," and then my chest seized up, and that's when I knew it was stress. That's how I figured out it was stress. All that was from stress. So, like I tell people, like stress is a real important thing. Like I was trying to tell Charlie, like stress will kill you naturally. Now, if you got cancer, you damn sure don't want stress around you. You know what I mean? You already fighting one battle, you ain't gonna survive two. You know what I mean? So I say to say, like, if you got stress in your life, you need to get away from it because it is a serious killer. That's why over in Asia, the Asians, they go and work. They take like a half hour to an hour work and they go do some stretching exercises or do a walk to help with the stress. You know what I mean? So you'd be surprised, like Tai Chi and all that kind of stuff. You should be surprised how that stuff helps things, you know what I mean? But the main thing is, get stressful people out your life and you'll find out that your health that you're taking all these pills for, well, you won't need them anymore because you're gonna be healthier. Because the stress brings on a lot of problems. So yeah, that's what happened to my boy. You remember Aaron Alonzo? You remember she was getting stressed out in there. He had a bad heart already. He died.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I remember. I was surprised. I was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was still what? We were in the 40s, right?
In his 40s. Yeah, he died. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
He was always stressed out, and I was like, "You need to get away from that situation. You need to remove yourself." And he used to, sometimes he was having like a little itty bitty heart attack where he had like a small stroke.
Yeah.
He had 2 small strokes, remember? And I said, this is what's killing you, bro. You need to get away. When he got away, he was feeling a lot healthier. You know what I mean? And then when he went back, he got bad again, and then he died. That was it.
His wife.
Yeah, then he died. Yeah. So I tell people when you got stress you got stress in your life, you got to get rid of it. Either you fix it or you get rid of it. Either one or the other. But you can't stay or you die. Remember my second marriage, we were both stressing each other out. That's when I started helping. She was losing her hair. You know what I mean? So, and then when we separated, her hair started growing back. And then I went away to Iraq and my chest was good. You know what I mean? That's just like,
I remember. I said, you had to go to a war zone to save your life, yo. You had to. I said, that's crazy, man.
That's why if you ask God something and he tell you, better listen.
Better.
Yeah, man. So that's my thing. Like, like stress is a serious thing, man. I think most people wouldn't even have the problems they have, like health wise, if they wouldn't let certain things just stress them out. Or certain people. They get certain, like, I don't care if it's family, friends, whoever. Just either fix it or get rid of them, and you'll find out that your health gets a whole lot better. So that's what I really wanted to talk about. That stress is a serious thing. Stress is a serious thing. So that was it for me.
Anybody else, Rob? You got something, babe?
I got something to say. I want to thank, if I may, I want to thank all of you guys because I also people, places, and things. So I purposely moved to Philadelphia because I took charge of who I want to take care of me in the process of this cancer that I'm going through. So I can compare Florida to Philadelphia. I'm not trying to but my experience with the doctors in Florida, it made me had to take a look at myself. What kind of treatment in this serious time that I'm going to go through do I want? I want a proactive team that challenges me and offers me the best. And I packed it up and moved to Philadelphia. And then I have practiced some of the things that I was advised by Mr. Andre and Aaron is surrounding myself with good people, and avoid the stress. That is so very true because the stress in my life affected my thyroid. So there's some things you can't take back, but it doesn't mean that I don't progress. It's a learn. I'm thankful for the people that I have met through this system, because the diet thing, my dietary thing, Andre has shown me that, and Aaron and some of the people in this that I have met through you guys allow me to now be proactive in watching my dietary things to help me, my immune system, and some of the things that Carrie spoke about. I have been told about, and now I'm going to be proactive. In regards to the body, you're so right about the Asian people. I've seen them in Chinatown, and unfortunately, when I'm my young age, I used to make fun of them. But guess what? This is
right.
Now you're gonna be right with them, doing that slow moving.
I was doing that this morning. So, be careful. I'm very thankful. This platform really, every time I'm signing on, it's like I can't wait till Aaron does the next one, because I take something away from it. So I thank you for that.
Cool. Look, I was thinking about the next one. I want to do another one next Saturday and sometime during the week. So the next one I was thinking about doing was men versus woman, yo.
Ooh, what?
Men versus woman.
What? I couldn't hear you.
Men versus women.
Oh, men versus women. Okay.
Yeah, because you know what? There's a lot of
miscommunication to me.
Miscommunication. Thank you. There's a lot
and misinformation.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And
misinformation.
Misinformation. Yeah. And like you know what? I've been watching. I've been watching a few shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning a lot of crap about what I always thought and how much of it was true. I never had anybody I never had anybody like say what I was thinking. But I found out that that's most guys are thinking that, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm kind of like, the relationship between men and women has changed. It's changed, you know what I'm saying?
Drastically.
Yeah, back in the day, a woman knew what she was going to be doing, and a man knew what he was going to be doing. He's going to be earning, she's going to be taking care of the kids. If they both could work, they found a way to take care of the kids, and you know what I'm saying? But now everything's a fight, everything's a battle. You know what I'm saying? Because men and women, we don't know how to talk to each other. We talk at each other, and a lot of times we're delusional in what we truly believe. You know what I'm saying? And because a woman will answer the way she answers a man, but she won't answer her honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't trust us. And we don't trust them either.
keep in mind, before we go too far, is that part of it is that we don't really give them. Some of us don't give them a reason to trust us. But I don't want to go too deep.
That's very true. That's very true. But a lot of us don't. A lot of us, I think the small portion of us is making it hard for the rest of us.
Absolutely.
That's what I feel. A small portion of us, what I'm talking about, the things, okay? The things in our lives. We know it. We can talk, and I think I was thinking about doing that Wednesday. If you guys
set it up,
it's Wednesday, 7:00 Wednesday. Is that good?
I'm in.
Yeah. Listen, I look forward to seeing all you. Whoever wants to come in, man versus woman. All right. And look, we've been going for over an hour. We can still talk if you want to, but an hour is like the minimum I want to go. So, anybody got anything else? We good?
We good.
All right, man. Y'all been on here long enough. Go and live your lives, man. I'm grateful for the time, and I'm grateful. Thank you, Andre. I begged Andre to come on.
No, I told you why I thought probably be here, because I found out why I'm over here though, how I'm having a good time. That one of my homegirls' girlfriends that I met last year when I was here that I'm cool with, was around somebody who had COVID. and we supposed to go out tonight and all hang, but she refused to get the test. You know what I mean? Because if her job, because the job said if the job finds out, you know what I mean, then she can't work and she needs the money. But at the end of the day, is you need to get the test to make sure you ain't, if you do have it, or if you don't have it, and even if you're a carrier, that you don't spread it to anybody else.
Yeah.
But to me, you should get the test because you might not have anything. But why be in a, and I said, and it's funny because, you know, we're all saying like, this is the reason why this stuff is spreading and like, we can't get it done because of people like that. But then we had another conversation where it's like, oh, okay, well, Andre, I understand. I'm not trying to go, but I don't understand your way of thinking because we go out, you can catch it from anybody. We go into restaurants and eating. We've been shopping, you know, food shopping, regular clothes shopping, and all that stuff. I said, this is your difference. They said, hey, you don't know if they got COVID or not. I said, well, this is your difference. I'm not in their face talking. We're friends. You know what I mean? We're going to be hugging. You know, we're going to be shaking hands. We're going to be doing all that kind of stuff.
You're going to be up close.
Yeah, we're going to be up kind of close. You know, I still keep my distance a little bit, but we're going to be closer than normal than with a stranger. You know what I mean? This is your difference. I'm not going to knowingly go to someone who I know been around somebody who actually had COVID, you know what I mean, and probably spend some time with them. I said, I got a friend that's going through cancer back home. I got family that's sick, you know what I mean? So they can't go through that, and I'm not going to put nobody through that, and I could get sick. Who knows, you know what I mean? I've been traveling a lot, even during when it was at its height, you know what I mean? I've been safe and fine, but I'm not going to knowingly be an idiot and go somewhere when I know that someone that may have it, you know what I mean? I don't want to be in a vicinity or nothing. And she was like, but it just sounds, you're not making any sense to me. I said, maybe not to you, but it makes sense to me. You can have your opinion, I have my opinion. The good thing is like, we don't argue, we don't do nothing. We just have our opinions and like, we're just good. But my thing is, she's like, oh, I ain't going and we're not going to go nowhere. But I just don't understand like your way of thinking with that. I said, well, this is it. I'm not going to be in their face. When I go out places, I'm not anybody's face, have my mask on. Even if I forget my mask in a car and I don't remember while I'm in there, I'm still not next to people. I keep my distance, you know, my 6 feet, 4 feet, whatever, you know what I mean? We're not, and we talking from a distance. I don't know these people, you know what I mean? I don't know what they may have and not have. I don't touch the stuff that they touch, you know what I mean? Like on purpose, like if I see them touch it, I don't do all that, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? It's different when I actually know that you've been around someone who actually had the COVID. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, mental illness is a real thing. You got to protect yourself, man.
Yeah. I said, you know, and we was all having a discussion. I said, I really don't care how anybody feels. You do what you want to do. You know what I mean? But I'm doing what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? And ain't nobody going to tell me no different. So
nobody's more important than me.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you gotta live your life. Nobody's more important than you. Nobody is, you know. So, you know, and I just made that the point. So that's why I'm here. Being able to talk and I'm not out partying, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. Next Wednesday, 7 o'clock, I'm going to let you all know. So it's up to you if you want to come. If you can't come, I'm not going to catch no feelings. I'm not going to be like, that nigga said, no, it ain't going to be like that.
He going to cry. He going to send me a text. I told him that fool.
Well, he ain't been on none of the shows, so I had to get on. I know you're on vacation, but you can take an hour.
No, I was on one. When I was driving home, I was on the one. When I was driving home.
That don't count. I don't believe in all that.
Right, that don't count. That was the YouTube.
I'm not counting that. I'm not counting that.
YouTube one.
You here now, that's what counts. You here now, that's what counts.
All right,
everybody. Thank you very much, y'all. I love y'all.
I love y'all too.
Stay safe.
All right,
and make sure you are good to the people you with, y'all.
Right.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
All right, no problem.
Nice meeting you, man. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting y'all too.
All right, Jay, man.
All right,
I'm seeing you, brother.
You too.
All right, Miss Carmen. Y'all have a good day. All right.
Okay, you too.
Hey, nephew.
Love y'all.
All right,
All right, now.
Bye.
Bye.